The Xinhua news agency on Sunday published an article exposing the plots behind the Lhasa riots. Here are some of the highlights of the article.
The Xinhua news agency said facts indicate the Dalai Lama clique has plotted and incited the Lhasa violence on March the 14th. The Dalai clique launched a series of campaigns with the aim of tarnishing the 2008 Olympics. An unnamed suspect in connection with the Lhasa violence has confessed that the Tibetan government in exile was responsible for distributing leaflets that promoted the so-called Tibetan People's Uprising. The suspect said the beating, smashing, looting and burning were violent. He described these deeds as inhuman. The suspect said if the Dalai clique truly believed in peace, they would never have resorted to violence. On the same day riots broke out in Lhasa, a closed-door meeting was held by the Dalai clique to discuss how to spread the violence. The meeting decided it was necessary to mobilize all monasteries in Tibet with more than 100 lamas so that these lamas could go out into the streets to involve ordinary Tibetans. The meeting also discussed how to launch simultaneous protests in various areas with large Tibetan populations. The Prime Minister of the Tibetan government in exile said at the meeting that they should seize the chance to make breakthroughs on the so-called Tibetan cause, so as to ensure the Dalai Lama's return to Tibet, to achieve a degree of high autonomy in Greater Tibet, and also to realize the goal of abolishing the existing system of living Buddha reincarnations. The Dalai clique also entrusted the Ministry of Finance under the Tibetan government in exile to provide monetary support so that a decisive battle against the Chinese government could be waged. A day after the riots on March the 14th, a hardline organization of the Dalai clique, the Tibetan Youth Congress, decided to set up guerrilla groups to infiltrate into Tibet and to start armed insurrections there. Members of the Tibetan Youth Congress said they are ready to sacrifice another 100 Tibetans to achieve their goals. Other organizations under the Dalai clique have also sent representatives to Tibetan communities in India and Nepal, urging the people there to contact their relatives and friends in Tibet and other areas in China with a large Tibetan population, so that they can hold demonstrations in response to violence in Lhasa in the name of the Dalai Lama.